Hello there, and happy Tuesday. I'm hoping my Wi-Fi participates today. Some days my Wi-Fi does not participate nicely. Now, we had some issues on Sunday. For those of you who were tuning in live, it didn't participate very nicely either from our building, which is unusual because we have business quality Wi-Fi there. So it was really good to be together on Sunday. For those of you who could come and have that ability these days together, we're going to try it again this Sunday, where we social distance inside on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Wearing masks, and we meet outside in shade. Those are two very important words, especially the shade word. And it was cool on Sunday night, and we had lawn chairs and sat outside. A little small group of us gathered together on Sunday evening, and it was just really nice to be together in the shade, pray for each other, and see each other and do some worship outside together. So we're doing that again this Sunday. We're giving it a try, but we need you to register for the service that you think you are going to attend. So registration helps us know how many people are coming, how to be prepared, but we're also limiting that on Sunday morning. We're limiting registration. So jump to our website and grab that link. But I'm going to pop open the scripture for us today, because this is where we find our life, people, isn't it? This is where we find our life. And so I found this scripture that I had spent some time just meditating on, and I wanted to share it. Sorry, I'm bouncing my screen with my big Bible, but this is Psalm 42, and this is the Message version, which I love the way Eugene Peterson gives us this message, everyday language for the word. But this is what it says in Psalm 42. I'm going to start in verse, I think this is verse 6. Sorry, there's no other verses here, but it says this: when my soul is in the dumps, I rehearse everything I know of you. This is about God. When my soul is in the dumps, I rehearse everything I know of you. And I love the scripture, not only when our soul is downcast and our heart is downcast and our soul is in the dumps, but honestly, good times, bad times, and everything in between. I love this concept, this kind of declaration: I will rehearse everything I know of you. And when I hear that word, rehearsing what I know of you, it reminds me of my mom. When I was younger, like a middle school teenager, my mom had this phrase that she used. And it's so interesting how all of a sudden one word will trigger back a phrase that my mom said over and over again. And my mom used to say this when in my teenage grumpiness, if I would say something negative, like if I would say, I will never forgive her, like my sister wronged me and I will never forgive her. Or if I'll talk about someone and I'll be like, he is just an idiot, he is so dumb. Or if I would be down on myself and I would say, like, I'm no good, I will never be good at this, like, I will never accomplish anything in life. You know how we have those statements, those things that we say that feels so real in the moment. But when I would say something negative, my mom would always say, don't rehearse that. She would be like, Molly, don't rehearse that. You're rehearsing something, you're practicing something, you're practicing a truth. And she would pull us out of that moment by saying, don't rehearse that. And that now sticks with me. It like ripples through my brain when I say something, when I think something that is negative, that might not line up with the truth of God. Molly, don't rehearse that. And here is exactly what we get. And the psalmist is saying, listen, what are you rehearsing? And he's telling himself, I will rehearse everything I know about God. I will start to bring to memory, I'll start practicing everything I know about God. When my soul is in the dumps, when I am downcast, I will start practicing. I will bring to my memory everything I know about God. And there is so much, if I start looking, there is so much I know about God. There is so much that he has done. There is so much that he has created around me. There are so many times that he has come through. And I believe that this is what God had spoken over the Israelites so often. He wanted them to bring to memory, to bring into the remembrance the things that he has done, the victory he had won, how he parted the Red Sea, how he provided food in the wilderness, water in the desert. And what happens in that moment when we begin rehearsing what we know about God is that all of a sudden we are engaged in a part of a larger narrative. We put our very story, our very selves in the middle of a bigger story, God's story, where we start connecting with his narrative. And it is a big story, the story that God is writing. And really it's connecting with a sense of truth, right? Of who God is, what he has done, that he is deliverer, that he is rescuer, that he is a comforter, that he is a provider, and he is strength, he is comfort. And so I want us to begin rehearsing everything we know about God. And it can be obscure things, it can be little things, it can be big things, but again, it is more of an accumulation of volume than it is just like the big miraculous things. Those things are important too, but just the little things like delighting in what God gave me for breakfast. That I've been into these banana splits with yogurt. And so I take a banana and I split it down the middle and I put it in a bowl with a bunch of yogurt and berries. And I usually crumble something on top, graham cracker or something. So just delighting, like, God, you gave me these things and I am a part of a bigger story of your goodness today. I am a part of a bigger story. I'm going to rehearse everything I know about you. These are the things that I am going to pull into my moment, into my day. So that's what I want to leave you with, guys. Psalm 42. Why are you down in the dumps, dear soul? Why are you down in the dumps? I rehearse everything I know of you. So I'm going to send you out to do some rehearsing, guys. I'm going to send you out to rehearse about the goodness of God, everything you know about him, his kindness, his creation, his love, his mercy, his justice. Let's rehearse those things. Okay, thanks for tuning in. I will see you again Thursday. I'll be back with Kevin tomorrow. Kevin will be here, and he'll bring you some more good stuff to rehearse. So we'll see you soon.